Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to A Spiritual Remedy. My name is Sunshine Day, and what a joy it is to greet you. Wow, here we are on Monday. Today's the last Monday of the month, huh? It certainly is, and what a month it has been. We have been on an amazing life adventure is what I'm going to call it today. An amazing life adventure. And, today I want to talk about our environment. And I was intrigued by, I was intrigued by an article that I read in the Science of Mind magazine. And in the Science of Mind magazine, my friend David Alt writes about a family who had this idea of, of, well, actually, a man who had this idea, and his motto was geniuses are not born, they're educated and trained. So let me know where you're tuning in from and what you think about that quote, that geniuses are not made, that they are educated and trained. And let's say good morning and hello to a couple callers who are here with us today. Hey, Jason, what's up, beloved? So good to have you with us this morning. And we also have Nancy. Nancy says, good morning. It's going to be a great day. You are so right, beloved. And, Nancy has been one of these people who will text me. She was motivated by the story of Steve Harvey, who this guy would call him every day and say, it's going to be a great day, it's going to be a great day. And Steve Harvey was like, man, I'm broke, stop calling me. What do you mean it's going to be a great day? And so Nancy has followed suit and has taken that story of inspiration and has used it to say the same thing, like, hello, and it's going to be a great day. And so I have a story from the Science of Mind magazine, from my friend David Alt, that I thought was absolutely inspiring today. And hola, hola, Ed. How's it going, Ed? Glad you're with us today. And Alina. Hi there, beloved. So the story is about a man. He was studying environment. He was studying whether geniuses are born or whether geniuses are created. And he convinced a woman in Hungary. These two people live in Hungary, and he convinced her to marry him. And together they had 3 children. Anyway, these 3 children, they started surrounding their house with chess and chess pieces because he had this idea and she agreed, and they wanted to test the theory about having amazing genius children and to check the fact to see if geniuses were born or if in fact they were created and educated and trained, and whether environment, nurture has a lot to do with that. So nature versus nurture, or both, a combination of both. At any rate, as I was reading the article, I was amazed. I'm gonna put my light on this right here. Out of the 3 daughters, Susan, the oldest daughter, began playing chess at the age of 4, and within 6 months, she was defeating adults. Sophia became the world champion by age 14 and later a grand master. And then their youngest, Judith, she excelled, becoming the youngest grand master of all time, and she was the top-ranked female chess player in the world for 27 years. Now, Judith has a TED Talk about that. But the reason I find this intriguing and the reason I find this important for us today, especially people in recovery, right? A spiritual remedy is geared towards people who are laying down their weapons of mass distraction. Those things, those addictions, those habits, those things that keep us from living our best and our genuine life and our amazing life. So Nancy, thank you, because Nancy says she thinks it's both. She thinks that it takes it's a natural ability and education. And I see that my man behind the scenes, Reverend Kevin, has put up Wikipedia, um, so that we can take a look at it and you can take a look at it on your own time. Now, here's the idea. The idea is, especially around people in recovery and people who are sober, one of the things that I learned early on was I had to change my playground and my playmates. I had to change my playground and change my playmates. Now, why is that? I had to begin leaving the people that I was drinking and drugging with, the people who I was in the shenanigans with, the not so good shenanigans with. I had to leave that playground and try a new playground, right? Alina says, I believe it is and could therefore be nurtured for any person. Yeah. And that's kind of where I'm headed to, Alina. I'm headed to that place where, whether we're in 12-step recovery, whether we are in recoveries of other sorts, that we begin to show up and be, as Alina's talking about right now, the right place at the right time. And by that, right place, right time, I'm going to say in a new playground. In a new playground with people that are living sober, with people who are, in fact, are living in a manner in which I want to live. Jason's so funny. Jason said, had to pack up. It's like, that's right. Let me get the hell up out of here. I got to pack up. I got to go. I can't be hanging out with y'all no more. I got a life to live. And isn't that what a life of sobriety is really all about? That it is about creating and being in a new environment and having access to an environment where we can take care of our mental health, where we can take care of our emotional health, where we can take care of our spiritual health, where we can take care of our physical health. As long as I'm hanging around people that are drinking and drugging, then you know what they say about the barbershop, right? You hang around the barbershop, sooner or later you're going to get a haircut because that's the environment that you're hanging around in. And so it's important to have spiritual community, sober community, even a learning community such as this, where we have this opportunity to be around not just like-minded people, but love-minded people, people who are expressing and being love and not being like, yo, here's this joint, let me pass this on to you. But in fact, like, hey, what are you going through? What are you experiencing? What's up for you? Let's try this spiritual practice. Let's try abstinence. Let's try reading the big book. Let's try going to a meeting. Let's fellowship and be with other people who are on this path and journey of living their best life, their authentic life, their moving forward and not being stuck. And I think that is what inspired me about that article and about these three young women. There's something kind of a little bit off, though, that like, wow, I don't know if I was any one of them, Sophia or Judith or the firstborn, I forget her name, that I would want to be the guinea pig, right? And that, that I would want to have my parents be like, so whatever, like, okay, you're going to be in the chest, right? But on the other hand, I look at people like, Serena Williams, right? And Venus Williams, and how their dad or, train them in a way to become these, tennis professionals. Or I age myself when I talk about the Jacksons and the Jackson Five. And I talk about the discipline that it takes and having people on our team and on our side. And that's what we offer here. We offer that kind of guidance, but from a healthy perspective, not from you must do this because this is my dream for you, but what is your dream for yourself? And how do you parent yourself? How do you nurture yourself? How do you surround yourself with nurturing people and in a nurturing environment that's going to lead you to living your best life? Thank you, Nancy. Nancy says, love-minded people truly care about my safety and the quality of my life. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, and then you have your skeptics that are going to say, well, what's in it for me? Why should I help you? Here's what's in it for me. Like, as we create this kind of environment, this loving, spiritual learning community, especially at Vida, when you grow, I grow. There's no individual good. Like, your individual win is actually a collective win. And that's the premise in which we do the work that we do. And I'm excited because October 22nd, I'm doing a 2-hour workshop. It's going to be in person at the Vida Spiritual Learning Center in Huntington Beach. And it's also going to be online. So check out the website so you can register for that. It's a 2-hour workshop on the Serenity Prayer. It's got a Halloween theme, so don't be scared. But it really unpacks this idea around nurture and around surrounding yourself and using tools and instruments and using things that actually lead us to our highest and our best. And thank you, Jason. Yes, this is what I'm talking about, is really having this community. And we are so sometimes spread apart, so far away from one another, that it doesn't really matter that we are so far apart, because we have the technology that brings us together, and that we can call on people, use the telephone, use video call, use podcast. We can use Zoom. We can use all of these technologies, meet in person. We can use all of these technologies to build that community. I know that for this family in Hungary and the success that they had, they were their own community. Like, their home was surrounded with chess and chess paraphernalia, and the focus was there. Imagine that we, as a spiritual learning community, that we learn to live, right? And that we are together, whether it's virtually together or together in person, but that we have that mentality and that we put this theory to test, right? Is it possible for us to come together and to really dedicate ourselves to living our best life and to living a life beyond our wildest dreams, and to really lay down the weapons of mass distraction and let go of the things that no longer serve us? So that is the show for today. Yes, we can do this together. Thank you, Jason. I totally know that we can do this together. Check out the link to the Serenity Prayer Workshop. I love it. Nancy says that we can lift each other up. Absolutely. And that's what this is all about. It's about the nurture, us nurturing one another. Remember to send me your gratitudes, and I will send you back my gratitude. Until next week, know how amazing and how special and how marvelous and wonderful you are. You don't have to wait until next Monday to be in touch. Please reach out if we can support you in any way. And until next week, know that you are loved. Bye for now. Thanks for tuning in to A Spiritual Remedy. Use the links in the description for prayer requests, to donate to Be That Spiritual Learning Center, and to join our mailing list. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And you can visit us at vidaslc.org for more information.